What's up, ladies and gentlemen of the internet? It's that time. It's Media Clash time, and we have been away for a while because I have been in and out of the hospital twice since we have recorded last. Had 2 surgeries on my leg, and sitting at home depressed because your leg's fucked up is a real thing. So we are now back at it, and we are going to talk about the stuff that we've watched and the things that have been going on in entertainment since we last spoke. First and foremost, we always talk about what we're watching, what we're playing. I am playing, literally, it's in the background right now. I was playing Need for Speed Unbound. Got it the week before it came out to the public. And it's pretty good. I like the story. It's kind of cool that you play a kid in the foster system, and the girl that was living with you, like in your foster home, like your foster sister, gets caught up with some bad people, and she ends up helping them rob you and your foster dad's garage and steals all the cars. And it's like this revenge kind of trying to get back your car story. Like, I have some, I wish that some things were different. Like, you start off and it's like, pick one of these 3 wrecked cars to fix. And that's the car that ends up getting stolen. So it's supposed to have more meaning to you because you fixed this car up and she stole it. But one of them's a Dodge like a 69 Charger, which I can believe would be a junk piece, or, you know, like a rusted out junker in the back of somebody's yard. Because, I mean, before Katrina, I mean, there was a guy down the road that had like 5 of them out front of his house on St. Bernard Highway. And when I bought my vet, I was like, I want to go find out if she wants to sell one of those, or do I just want to go buy something I ain't got to do all that much work on. One of the other ones was a S15 Silva, which is a car we could never get in America, but it's in every Need for Speed game, so that's fine. And the third one's the most unbelievable one. It's a 25th anniversary Lamborghini Countach that was all fucked up. Now, I guess if you believe, it was wrecked and whatever, and he had it in the back of the garage, like, you know, at the garage or whatever, maybe. I think they could have done, like, where you could just pick any junker. Like, any car is, like, fucked up, and then fix that up is to be the halo car that you're going after. Would have made more sense. But, I don't know. It's a racing game. I like racing games.
Did he say family or familia?
So this is what's hilarious, right? The foster dad, the guy who owns the garage, he's basically raising these 2 as his kids, right?
Wait a minute. Does the dad get murdered and he thinks the brother did it?
No. No, we're not going that far. But he's basically raising these 2 kids. You're supposed to assume they're like their late teens, right? So 17, like around the time they would actually be old enough to go out on their own. And they're working in the garage, and the girl's like one of the mechanics and stuff like that. And he keeps trying to impart on her, like, she just looks at it as another foster home. Like, she bounced around. She doesn't, like, she thinks that this is a foster. And he keeps trying to pound in her head, like, no, this garage is more than it. This is this is a family. Like, the boy, or like your character, is kind of like in it. Like, he sees this dude as like his father figure or whatever. He's happy in his life spot. The girl that plays just your sister is like completely miserable. Like, she doesn't like her position in life. She wants more. She just sees this as another stop in the foster care system before she's out on her own. And, somehow, like, just trying to overreach, she fucking gets, like, the garage, every car in the garage stolen. She ends up taking the car that you worked on. Because basically when you work, like, it starts, you pick the car, then it says, like, I can't believe it took us all summer to get this thing running. So basically, you get a maxed out car at the very beginning. You can put like a legendary body kit on it, and then everything gets stolen. So you're going after your car with the legendary body kit and shit on it, which is why I'm like, it'd have been awesome if it could have been any car that you make your Halo car, not just these three. Because all Need for Speed games start with like the muscle car, the exotic, or the European car, and the JDM. Like, that's every one of them. Like, that's the three choices you get. And it should branch out like that, too. Like, if you pick a muscle car to start with, like, other shit that goes along the way should be, like, muscle car. I don't know. I think that, I mean, some of the story I like. I think some of the other stuff they do to it could, you know, be more tailored to, I guess, making the game replayable. You know, if you do muscle car line, the exotic line, the fucking European line, the JDM line. But it's good. I mean, we haven't had a Need for Speed game in like 3 years. This one got delayed a year. They fucking took like they destroyed Ghost Games. Like the company that was working on it like went away, and they brought in Criterion. And
oh, are you gonna bring back Aaron Paul's character? And like,
he was never in any of the games.
Yeah, but he was in the movie.
They don't. I don't think they make like they have like all the logos from all the games. The movie logo's not in there.
Who was the bad guy in that?
The dude that played young Anthony Stark. No, young Tony Stark's dad. Who was that?
Oh, fucking oh god, I know exactly what you're talking about. I can't think of his name. He's a really good actor too.
Mm-hmm. But he's been kind of like, he was there doing the roles, and then Oscar Isaac took all the roles that you would think he would be in.
Yeah.
But yeah, he was the bad guy in the movie. The movie is basically just a horrible version of The Run, like the game that came out like right before the movie. And The Run's a pretty good movie. Like the storyline of The Run is pretty good. But they made a movie and it was horrible because nobody believes that Mustang was that great.
I'm not much into driving games ever since either Stuntman or fucking what the fuck was the game where you just crash a car? Burnout, yeah.
Well, that's who's making this one.
Oh, is it?
It's Criterion. Yeah, it's basically the studio that made Burnout. I mean, it's. I'm not too good or high on the money earning system for like the events, because like once you play an event, you can't replay it. Like you have one. I mean, it's more realistic. Like, all right, we've got these races today because it's literally a fucking calendar. Like, this is all the events for this first week, and you play each day. And you can only do the events that day. They don't repeat. You can't go back and replay them. So you kind of like got to fucking plot out. All right, what am I gonna do? You know, am I gonna try and max out this one car to get, you know? Or by the time you max it out and you're winning first easily, you're getting close to the point where it's going to tell you, oh no, you need like right now I got a fucking I got a Firebird, like an old school like Bandit, Smokey and the Bandit Firebird. And it's as close to being up to the next level as possible. So the game says I should win every race first place. But it's also telling me, oh, by the way, you need an A-class car to go to the next level. So I either have to just update this one to an A. Oh, but wait, we're going to throw more B-level class things in. So then you're going to need a second car. I'm like, God damn it.
Microtransactions.
There's not been microtransactions in Need for Speed games. It's one of the games that have never had them.
Apparently that's everywhere now. Like every game's going to be that.
I don't know. Like
That
there's none. There's never been any in any of the Need for Speed games that I played. Like Heat, there's none in Heat. No, they get you on the Need for Speed games will get you on like the actual like standard edition and deluxe edition. And they'll give you like this one. I got the deluxe. I pre-ordered. I bought the deluxe edition last night because I saw like if you bought the deluxe edition, it opened up right away. Whereas it would have like normal. The standard edition doesn't go live until Tuesday of next week, December 2nd.
Yeah, that's Callisto Protocol comes out that day.
So
Callisto might be the 5th.
$8 or $10. Well, it's like $10 or $20 more, and I got it a week early. And there's these extra cars are in it that, I mean, I don't know how anybody's supposed to get them since the fucking money earning system's so screwy. But the
2nd is this coming Friday.
So no, whatever next week is. Well, no, maybe Midnight Suns comes. No, Midnight Sun must come out Friday then.
Yeah, it's this Friday. And I heard somebody described it more as not a XCOM, but more of a Fire Emblem.
I mean, it's still grid-based, tactical.
Yeah.
There's another grid-based, like, I was going to get Tactic Ogres, but I'm like, do I want to spend, like, because that's a fucking almost like a that's a $50 game. And it's not Final Fantasy Tactics. I'm like, do I want to? I'm like, no. There's a Dio Field or whatever, and it's still like a tactical grid-based game, but the graphics are way newer. It almost looks like Neverwinter and Baldur's Gate, but like zoomed in with like more detailed like characters. So that might be my RPG that I get.
Like the Gears Tactics wasn't too bad. Like it was alright for like an XCOM.
I mean, tactical games are pretty good. Like my only issue with XCOM 2 is like it seems really short, or I'm just like screwing up so massively that the game just ends really quickly.
I just hate the fact of I'm literally standing next to this guy, but my hit chances is like it's 90-some%.
It's the
and he still misses.
It's the role of it's tabletop game. Like all XCOM is tabletop gaming. Like that's literally how it works. You know, you always there's no guaranteed hit. I mean, it's if you have a Steven Larson, the 1% botch.
Yeah. So I played Warzone. Finally, got released to the public, and it was like Warzone 2.0, and it's not bad. It's like actually fun. I never played a single game of Warzone for the when it first came out, the first map, Verdansk or the other one.
I mean, I think Warzone as a idea, I like it. I just hate playing with other people.
Oh my god, the proximity chat. There's proximity chat now in this game. And literally people now are just doing stupid shit on proximity chat just so they can be like make a montage for their YouTube channel or their Twitch channel and stuff like that. Because I was watching Tim the Tatman play. I've been watching Doc play, and there's sometimes like I know Doc always complains about the audio, not hearing the footsteps. Most of my kills came because I was able to hear like somebody running on the second floor when I go into a house, or somebody downstairs running around and looting and stuff like that, and I can hear it, so I know somebody's there. But it's actually kind of fun. Like, I only played like 4 games and did pretty decent. But most of the time I'm running around not seeing a single person. Like you said, it depends on...
Yeah, it depends on where you drop in at.
Yeah. I was dropping in on a swamp area because it's like a whole bunch of little bitty houses close together, and I could just hopscotch through these houses and just grab shit. The looting system kind of sucks, especially for controller, because it's just like you're fumbling through the fucking menus, grabbing people's... grabbing stuff out of people's backpacks or grabbing stuff out of the chests. But then when you go to a buy locker, sometimes it's hard to, like, if there's multiple items close together and you want one item, it's hard to get focused on that one item to pick it up. You always automatically locking on to all the different stuff that's closer to you. So you got to try to get at a perfect angle. And that kind of happens at the buy lockers, where if somebody's there and they buy a gun and they drop the gun they're carrying, so now that gun's in front of the buy locker. So when you try to go get the prompt to open up the locker, you're constantly
picking up the gun.
And
swapping the gun, actually, whatever you got.
So my best game... I was almost in the top 10. And it was like my third game. And I was almost in the top 10. And I had a ton of money. And I'm like, I'm going to go buy me a fucking proximity. A UAV. So I get there, and there's like a whole bunch of loot in front of fucking the buy locker, and I cannot get
the prompt.
The prompt to fucking go into the menus. And in the back of my head, I'm like, you're taking way too much time. Somebody's going to fucking shoot you. And sure enough, like the second I got into the prompt, I finally got the prompt, got sniped.
Yeah, I mean, it's like I said, like as an idea, I like Warzone. I just don't like playing with other people. Like, give me like, what is it, like 50, 100 people?
In Warzone?
In Battle Royale or whatever, in Warzone?
Oh, it's like 100 and something.
Yeah. You fill that bitch with bots and I'll be fine.
Well, there's also robots in that.
Yeah, no, just give me a lobby full of robots and I'll be fine. Like, I just don't want to play against other people. And then it's kind of like, I've always thought of Call of Duty multiplayer like this. All these assholes just running around, jumping, and shooting.
Yeah.
Like, that's not how war works. Like, go play Airsoft and see how that shit helps, like, works for you.
That's more of the Halo thing. Of, like, as soon as you see somebody, you automatically jump and then shoot down at them. That's like a Halo thing.
Yeah.
Gears of War, you just have a shotgun, you run point blank at them and fucking shoot them in one shot kills. But yeah, eventually, like, if I'm bored and have nothing to do, I might just play a couple games of Warzone.
I mean, I saw the
definitely mute the chats and all that stuff.
I saw the comparison for Modern Warfare, like the new version of Modern Warfare 2 and the Shepard turn versus the original, and I'm like, the new one, the old one just was so much better.
Yeah, because it actually killed 2 characters.
Well, it's not even that. It's like, it seemed like there was more at stake. Like, Pierce didn't negotiate with Shepard after that. In the original.
Yeah, the campaign wasn't too good. Especially that end boss. Jesus Christ, it was so stupid. You had to craft your weapons. Like, you have to make impromptu shivs or explosives out of this. There's this floor that's got construction going on this floor, and you're fighting against 2 armored people, and then you have the bad guy running around trying to kill you. And it's kind of like the lights are off or there's not a lot of lights, so you gotta fucking sneak around and you gotta find all this stuff. But if they spot you, they're just gonna light you up.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just weird.
It's the campaign's a Call of Duty campaign. It's fucking done it 1,000 times. It's the same story. Then I played a game called Evil West. Takes place in the late 1800s. I think the 1880s, maybe the 1890s. Vampires and other creatures not rule the world, but basically are you're fighting against them. Like the United States has their own like little agency to fight vampires and other creatures that's popping up, and you play John, I think his name was, and your dad basically started the agency. He's the head guy. And he created all this tech that only you use. No other agents use the same techs. Like you get this gauntlet with like 2 little knives at the end of it and electricity, and it helps you like really punch do some damage when you do the melee punches on the vampires. And so my first thought was, why didn't you just make more to give to all your agents if this is like the one weapon that can turn the tide? But it's a fun game. First time playing through, I thought it looked like a 360 game. Like one of those, I guess, towards the end period of the 360, right before they go to the Xbox One and all that. Oh, it could have been a PS4 game. And then I find out, a buddy of mine I do co-op with tells me it's like, oh no, you gotta go to the menus and put in performance mode, and then you have to reset the game, and then it updates it. Now it's in 4K, up-res, whatever. It's literally night and day when you do it. And I'm like, why don't you start off with this? Why do you have to do this manually? Apparently in the PC version, it doesn't automatically start off in that mode. But in consoles, you have to go in there and change it. And it literally, I kid you not, it's like, I'm playing a 360 game, now I'm playing a fucking
here's
PS5 game.
So the other thing that's come out, I can't remember what developer said it, and then he deleted the tweet net after he said it, basically. And it's like, they're still having to develop for 2 generations of games. Doesn't matter if it's not on the Xbox One or the PS4, because the Xbox S isn't that much better than the other ones were. And anything coming out on the Xbox, whatever,
Series X.
Yeah, the Series X is got to be on the S. And the S is way less. It's just barely. It's like around the same power as a PS4 Pro.
Basically, yeah.
So they're basically still having to develop for last gen on the Xbox side.
Yeah, because I guess you don't have. I guess they don't do. Yeah, they still do PS4 games.
Yeah, but like some of the bigger games are literally going like, we're not going to be on last gen, but it's like you're still having to put out the game on the Series S. So you're still kind of having to develop for that, as opposed to just being able to completely develop for the 2 new systems. I mean, it's still the same thing with the PCs, which was always like all PC players like, we're just so much better. I'm like, except they have to develop for all of these cards, and like, what is the minimum we can run this game at? Like that laptop right there has got a 1060 in it, which when I bought it was a pretty decent card. And it only ever ran I mean, I had to run the Old Republic with like the shadows off and like no of the ambient lighting and shit. And I got that new one coming in. It's got a 3080 in it. I have no idea what all is going to be able to be played on that, because I think desktops are now putting 40 somethings in them. So I don't know.
Is the gauge is like, will this run Crisis 3 at full capacity?
I mean, that's still the meme. I don't know if it actually is the benchmark, because I think with the remake of Crisis, still screwed up machines.
So remember, that was the big thing.
I mean, that was a trophy. Like, I think there's trophies in other games that literally poked fun of it. Like, yes, it will run Crisis or something.
So I remember.
Oh yeah, that was the thing.
The developers came out. It's like no PC. They haven't made a PC available to the public yet that can run this at full.
And I think honestly, when they remade Crisis, they did the remaster or whatever. I think it's still that way. Like, nothing can literally play Crisis at full resolution. I don't know why. Honestly, I don't understand why. Like, maybe it's just because I'm blind and like all that detail's lost on me anyway. Like, so I bought that, right? It was like that TV right there. It was like, oh, it's a little bitty smart TV. It was like $84, right? Then I realized after I get it, I'm like, God damn it, it's only 720p.
Yeah, because I don't think they make 4K TVs that small.
So, but that monitor right there, that Insignia behind us that I'm using, I had bought that for the security cameras. That's a fucking curved gaming computer that runs refresh rate at like 160 megahertz, but it does 1080. And I paid $100 for that. And I'm like, God damn it, this TV is worse than fucking monitor. The only thing is, that's a smart fucking TV, so I can put that somewhere and fucking actually connect the internet to it, whereas that's just a monitor.
What was that, like a 32-inch?
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I told her, like, the big TVs will just wait for close to when the house is actually built to get them, because I could have got an 85. I could have got an 85-inch Samsung. There was an 85-inch Samsung for like $1,300 on Amazon.
Best Buy had a 75-inch, either 75 or an 80-inch OLED B2 edition, a B2 model for $1,200.
Yeah, and you want the OLEDs are better screens.
Yeah, and but yeah, Evil West, it's a fun game. It's very bullshitty because it's literally you run. It's very linear. You run, and then you get to this big opening. And it's like, obviously this is going to be you're going to lock into this place, and then you're going to have to fight. And then once you beat everybody, then you can progress on to the next part. And it's basically that throughout the whole game. The first couple levels, you have an end boss, either a giant werewolf / spider hybrid, or a giant bat creature. But then when you get, it's like 16 levels in this game. It's a long game. You get your money's worth. But towards the back half of the game, the normal encounters now are just now normal enemies anymore. That's gone. Now it's fucking boss fights. It's basically boss rush. It's like, how many bosses can we fit in this? And as you get closer to the end of the game, the arenas you get to fight in are smaller and more fucking, like, literally one fight is 4 different bosses at the exact same time. It's so fucking bullshitty, especially on evil mode, like the hardest difficulty, where 2 hits basically kills you.
Yeah, and it's meant to draw the game out.
Oh yeah,
I did see the comparison for Thor Ragnarok between like normal mode and like God of War mode. Oh my god, who would want to play that game like that?
It's God of War Ragnarok, not Thor.
Whatever.
Yeah,
who would want to play that way?
Okay, so let's segue into that. I watched somebody play. There's one Twitch person that I watch. not like his videos that goes on YouTube, but I actually watch him on Twitch. Like the only person I watch on Twitch, Barbarous King, and he did God of War on Give Me God of War difficulty right off the bat. First playthrough. He did pretty good. Like it took him a while to beat it. Like it took him like over 30 hours or something like that to beat it, but I don't think the story is as good as what everybody says it is.
I don't think the other God of War was as good as like
everybody's saying it's like, oh my god, this is.
I mean, this is because everyone wants it. I'm tired of people calling this the God of War reboots. Like it's literally a sequel.
Yeah, it's sequels. It's
like
not a
these,
reboot.
like the other games did happen.
They mention it quite a few times.
Like the other game, like but they've been calling it like the God of 28, like the God of War reboot. I'm like, no.
Like watching him play through the game, and it's like, even him got to the like he loves the 2018 God of War 4. He's played all the God of Wars. He had ports of the PSP version, so he can play those, and he plays them on the hardest difficulty. He loves those games. He loved 2018. He's playing this one, and he's literally like, I don't give a shit about this story because it's so bad, because it focuses on Atreus. I was about to say Atreus. And basically Kratos is, I want that fucking PlayStation 2 God of Wars.
Yeah, where it's just a hack and slash.
Yeah, where he's just like, fuck you, God, I'm gonna kill you. I want him riding up fucking Gaia.
Yeah.
Going up Mount Olympus, yelling at Zeus, hello, Father, I'm coming to kill you. But no, it's like...
Dude, and then I was literally watching some of it. The dude playing Odin
is great.
But it takes me, like, here's big old fucking Thor, and then there's the fucking... The dude who always plays the nerdy fucking CIA guy playing fucking Odin.
He is literally the best character in that whole fucking game. Other than Thor also is very good. But Odin fucking makes up for... just like his delivery and his lines and stuff. Also, I found it kind of weird that they're saying curse words, like English curse words.
The whole point is, like, in these games, it's like, you're hearing it in English,
but they're saying, like, shit and fuck and all that stuff.
I mean, they're trying, like, you're hearing the translated version of whatever they're speaking. That's how I always look at English dubs or, like, when people complain, oh, why don't they use more, foreign language or whatever in movies. It's like Prey. They complained that there was no Cherokee dub or whatever it was. And I thought they did film like a full version, but it was a fucking dub. I thought you were getting two separate versions of the movie. But when they came out, they were complaining that the trapper was speaking English to the girl, but everybody else was speaking French. And it's like, you're supposed to just be like, the Indians, the Native Americans are speaking Cherokee or Comanche. You're just hearing English. That's how movies work. They are speaking Comanche to one another, but you're hearing English. Like, that shouldn't take you out of a story. Like, the entire the biggest language in the world is still English. I mean, as long, until China and India, because even in China, like, a lot of kids are still taught English as a second language. A lot of Indian kids are still taught English as a second language. But that's an American, like, it's, people cry and whine for other people. Like, bro, can't you, like, that's why the French dude speaks English to her.
Well, that's the American way. You want to fix other people's problems, but you don't want to fix your own problems.
Yeah.
It's also the beginning of the game of God of War is Freya wants to murder the shit out of you. She literally becomes Kratos from the other games. I want to fucking murder you because you murdered my son.
Mm-hmm.
And that's like the whole beginning of the game. It's like she's trying to kill you and your kid. And then you just team up with her and you tell the sob story about how you killed your wife and kid. And she's like, oh, I didn't know. Now we're fucking friends. And I'm going to be your companion because Atreus has to go off on his little fucking missions and you have to play as him.
Because then I saw the fight between him and Thor. And Thor's literally calling him out. Like, I want the
Sparta.
I want the ghost of Sparta. I want the dude who fucking killed Zeus. I want, don't give me your sob, like, get up.
And that's a cool fight at the beginning. There's some cool, like...
I think they went just way too cinematic with these two games.
Literally, he's telling fucking people, he's like, I don't want to fight you. Why don't you be better? That's Kratos now. Kratos now is fucking...
I get it. Like, that's what the whole 2018 thing was. Like, it's old man Kratos.
He's tired of war. He's tired of killing. He just wants to live. And then his wife apparently is voiced by... what was the name from Daredevil?
Oh, yeah. Deborah Ann Wool.
Yeah, I think so. Once I found that out, I could not fucking.
I mean, it looks like her.
Yeah, it actually does. And I want to say it's the same boy playing Atreus now. He doesn't yell boy at him. He's like more like Kratos is more sympathetic in his fucking game.
I mean, it's because again, it's literally old man Kratos.
He literally gets angry once, and he tells Odin, "It's like if you don't fucking back off, you're gonna see." I think Kratos.
I think that was what they were in their mind. It's like we're gonna do old man Kratos, and he's gonna be like this soft spot. But there's always that in the back, like he can snap, but he doesn't snap.
But there's so much pointless stuff in that game.
That's what I said. They got too cinematic. They got too cinematic.
Did you see like the whole playthrough, like a full playthrough?
No, I've just been watching.
Because there's certain items you go on to get that's pointless. You go get this. You free the Norse version of God of War, their version of God of War, who what Ares was. Mm-hmm. You go free him. Kind of a pointless character that does nothing. There's a little twist in the middle of the game, but it's really fucking nothing. Odin is literally trying to fix the mask from the mask.
Yeah, well, I mean, the mask is a...
Loki.
Yeah.
So supposedly you're Loki. That's Atreus is Loki.
Which never made sense to me.
Exactly. Because
that would mean...
He's part frost giant.
Yeah, but I mean, that would mean Kratos would have to die and Odin would have to adopt.
So that's the thing. That's the end of the prophecy. And then that's the destiny. That's what they're trying to prevent by giving when they killed Freya's son. I forgot his name in 2018. They started Ragnarok. And it turns out Ragnarok they thought it destroys everything. But no, the prophecy was wrong. It only destroys Valhalla, where Odin's at. Mm-hmm. Not Valhalla. Midgard. Sorry.
Which is supposed to be Earth. Midgard is supposed to be Earth.
But yeah, I don't see the big, like, when Jeff Keighley released the nominations for Game of the Year.
I mean, it's because it's the biggest PlayStation game they did this year.
Well, yeah, it's that, Elden Ring, Mario Rabbids, one of the Mario games, and fucking Stray. Like the stupid cat game that everybody liked for like 5 minutes and then nobody played ever again.
The problem is that's what that's the issue with games now. Yeah, everybody played it right when it came out because everybody's like, oh, I gotta stream it. Just like God of War, like, oh, I gotta stream it.
Well, then
everybody who got Need for Speed early, oh, I gotta stream it.
It's literally you play the cat game, and the game's only like 2 hours long.
I mean, length doesn't equate, quality or
But at least get your money's worth out of it.
It was $20. It wasn't that expensive of a game, and everybody got it free.
But
because it was a first-party game, they gave away for free
for a game that literally died off right after it came out. I mean, and you never heard nothing about it ever since.
All games basically die off now. Like,
I can see I'm pretty sure fucking God of War is gonna win because it's more fresh in people's minds.
Yeah, it's worse than the Academy. The Game Awards are worse than the Academy. Like, basically, you need to put your game out at the end of the year.
If you made me choose one, because I watched, he also plays all the Bloodborne and Elden Ring and those type of games. Dark Souls. Like, he does the randomizers, which is always fun to watch him play. But, yeah, Elden Ring was kind of cool to watch. I'm never going to play that game because I would end up breaking my fucking TV game and frustrated.
Dude, one of my doctors, while I was in the hospital this past week, came in. I had the white controller connected to my phone. I was streaming, remote playing the PlayStation. It's amazing how much that blows people's minds. I'm like...
Yeah, you can't do it with the Xbox, I don't think.
You can't? I'm like...
They were like, I think so.
I was explaining, I'm like, literally, like, there's an app on the phone that says PlayStation Remote Play, and I connect to my PlayStation. My PlayStation is playing the game. I'm just controlling it from here. And as long as you have a decent connection on both ends, it works.
I don't know if Xbox has that.
I thought they did at one point. I thought they had Remote Play at some point.
Never.
Now they've probably taken it away because they just want you to get, like, Game Pass and use Game Pass on your phone. Which my new laptop comes with like a month of Game Pass.
Dude, it's worth it. Like $20 a month, and you get a shit ton of games. Y'all get way more games than what we do. No, well,
I'm just waiting.
Yeah,
I'm
you
waiting.
do.
My biggest thing that I want them to add to PlayStation Now or whatever the hell they're calling it. I just want old RPGs. I'm like, I want Sokaiden and Sokaiden 2. The dude who made Sokaiden 2, like the director, is doing his own like spiritual successor, like fucking the dude from Castlevania did, the dude from fucking Mega Man did. He's making his own fucking game, like 100 something or whatever, and it's like Sokaiden 2, where there's like a fucking 100 characters you can fucking recruit. The other game I played, which I have to go back and watch the opening or watch the credits because it's got the Louisiana Entertainment shit on it. And I don't know if the studio's here or what, but Wasteland 3, Louisiana Entertainment credit or whatever is like, you know how like at the end of the Marvel stuff, it's like the Georgia logo.
Georgia.
Yeah. And even when like wrestling and all that's here, the Louisiana thing pops up at the end.
Anything in like even wrestling in Georgia.
Yeah, wrestling in Georgia, the Georgia thing pops up. So, yeah, that's in the opening, like, when they show all the, like, studios and shit, that's on the opening of that game. So, I don't know if the studio's here or... I mean, it's not a bad game. It's, again, it's like Neverwinter.
Yeah.
Fucking Baldur's Gate. XCOM.
But
it's an open world version. Like, you go, and when you go into a battle, the grid comes up, and you move around like that. Otherwise, you run around free roam.
Fog of War. Like you can't see, you can only see like a certain perimeter around you. You don't see what's coming up.
No. I mean, they're usually pretty open unless there's like, I guess like an environmental thing. It's pretty open.
AEW's game's going to be on Game Pass at launch. I don't know if they don't.
I don't know, man. I just haven't been in the like wrestling games since like... I think the last one I bought was the 2013 with Punk on the cover, and I was like, this is horrible. And I bought it so my nephew could play it.
I don't know, they keep saying it's the No Mercy people.
I mean,
it is. No Mercy is the
best.
best.
It's yucks. It's the same people that were making the WWE games for forever.
But other than that, Sniper Elite 5 DLC came out today, and I was kind of messing around with that. And that was it on video games.
Yeah, I bought MechWarrior and Wasteland. They were like $10 a piece. They were on sale. And I just didn't like the controls of MechWarrior 5.
Oh yeah, Callisto Protocol comes out. I think it's next week. And it's either next week or Friday, one of the two. And like I told you, there's literally 5 different versions of that game you can buy. There's like a $60 game, a $70 game, an $80 game.
That sounds like Ubisoft. Ubisoft used to do that.
But when you look at,
I mean, they got to give you something special for each one of those.
And they don't say
in order to.
Because I was trying to look. It's like, all right, this is the Xbox.
Hand me the controller. We can see right now if it says in the thing. Just hit X. Or go down. Yeah, now go down. It might actually be up somewhere.
Yeah, it's Evil West.
To see what it is.
How much is that? Let me see. I can't see that being Evil West being a fucking full price game. It's fun. It's a cool game. It's kind of bullshitty.
Wait, what does that say at the top above West in that little square box?
Standard edition.
Yep, so it is a full price game. Well, I mean, it's a $60 game. First party game's a $70.
It's a good game. I say wait until it goes on sale.
Yeah.
Oh, fucking Madden. God of War.
There it is, Callisto Protocol.
Let's see.
That version that's the standard.
See, because this is the day one edition.
Uh-huh.
And it's the PS5 and PS4.
Yeah.
And then there's like another edition for $60. That's probably just a PS4 edition.
Probably.
Because that's what the Xbox is. I had to buy the $70 version to get the free upgrade.
If you go down, they'll probably be, the other versions.
Okay, now it's like they say it for this. 89. Oh, you get a season pass, contraband pack, retro prisoner skin. So they locked death animations
to
this edition. But if I go on Xbox, there was like 4 different ones.
I mean, there might be exclusive editions to the fucking Xbox. I don't know.
I don't know either. But they came out with the Dead Space Collector's Edition.
Mm-hmm.
It's a fucking helmet. That's what it comes in. And it lights up and everything.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't ever played anything else.
So when does this come out?
To your right.
Oh, the 1st. So it comes out
Friday?
Tomorrow. Tomorrow at midnight? Or
Oh, yep. Or tonight at midnight.
I hope it's good. Basically a fucking Dead Space ripoff.
I mean, it's the same guy who made Dead Space.
You watch that trailer. And
Well, no, that's what it is. Like, this is all the original people that made the original person that made Dead Space made this. So
was that EA? Dead Space?
Yeah.
Yeah.
As far as things I have watched,
you get a good picture on that monitor.
Dude, I'm telling you, that refresh rate is ridiculous.
Like even at
that, and that's got the film over it still.
Like even at Evil West, like that looks pretty decent.
And that's got the film over it still. So, yeah, it does look. That monitor does look really good.
You get fucking Sonic Frontiers. Oh, Messi. They put Messi in God of War. I mean, Call of Duty. And apparently it kicks you. And that's one of his fucking assassination things. He fucking kicks you in the head or something like that.
Dude, that dude just got offered
Ronaldo.
200. Oh
Ronaldo.
no! Ronaldo got
Ronaldo.
offered, not Messi.
But Messi, it's not like Ronaldo needs the fucking money.
Oh no, he's already I think he's already like the richest athlete ever.
But also, he basically walked out on a team because I guess they sucked. I don't know.
Oh no, I think he's been with Manchester forever.
No, he was with somebody else and just.
No, I thought he was with Manchester and just didn't renew his contract.
Yeah.
And then Saudi Arabia offered him like $225 million for like 3 years.
I don't keep up with the footy.
I don't either. It's just I see it. It comes through on my news feed at times, and I'm like, good God.
$100 fucking Midnight Suns edition.
I don't know what's in that.
Oh, there's your Destiny 2 for $100.
Oh, that's the full. Like, there's the versions of Destiny 2 and all that. That's like literally everything.
Oh, Tesser, you fucking in every goddamn movie, TV show, and video game.
And the big thing that I watched over the hiatus was pretty much all of Andor, or at least almost half of it, because the finale was awesome. You've not watched it.
Yeah, so don't say anything spoilery because I want to watch it.
Andor dies on Scarif. The Death Star kills him.
Technically, yes. The prototype Death Star.
No, that's the one from A New Hope.
Yeah, but it doesn't automatically just completely blows up the planet.
Well, no, because they don't. They literally make sure they say like it's not firing at full
capacity.
Full capacity in Rogue One.
Because I've been avoiding everything about that show since it started.
That's how you do a fucking.
Apparently, something major happens in a prison.
Oh my God, those 3 episodes are great.
Yeah,
Andy Serkis is so amazing.
That's what I heard. So I need to watch this before it gets spoiled for me.
Dude, every 3 episodes, it's like 3 little, because it's 12 episodes, so it's like 4 3-hour movies. All get like that in the finale. Oh my God, it's so great. It's just so hilarious. Like the whatever, you ignore the big holly, all that. You fuck with the cute little Disney droid, all bets are off. And we got no K2, so that hasn't happened yet.
Oh, the security droid.
So I mean, this could literally like. I think the original plan for the show was to like do 5 seasons, and each season would be like a year leading up to Rogue One. But I don't know. I don't know that that's what they're gonna do now, because I mean, this is all pretty. I'd say with like a 6-month time period, maybe if that. Yeah, because I think the prison bit's like a month. Maybe. Yeah, so this has all got to be within like a few months. It's not that big chunk of a time, but like a lot of shit goes on. Like Mon Mothma, his character is fleshed out so much better. Like she's just not like this fucking iconic Star Wars, just figure that has no backstory really. Like this is. I mean, the show's called Andor, but you literally are following like all these different characters. That, I mean, you could make a political like a short political series about Mon Mothma by herself.
Like the West Wing.
Yeah, like just the shit she's trying to do and not get caught. The Sarsgaard and his bit with the fucking rebellion. You got fucking Forrest Whitaker showing up a couple of times. I mean, I do like some of the theories about Skarsgård's character.
I seen one fan theory that he's supposed to be a Jedi.
Like the theory that he's like this fallen Jedi, like he's not Sith, but he's literally a Jedi that's like, I'm just gonna take revenge and I don't care. Like, it kind of makes sense, but I mean, I think as long as he would never use the Force, like, say he's a former Jedi and he just fucking. Because a lot of like Fallen Order, the what's her face in that, like, cut herself off from the Force. They've made precedent for like Luke cut himself off and nobody could find him using the Force. Like, so you could basically just like sever your ties.
God, those fucking movies are so bad.
But yeah, I mean, it's really good. You need to get off your ass and watch it, even if you just watch a fucking episode a night.
Yeah.
Or like,
I'll probably do it. I'm off.
Like watch the first 3 episodes together, then watch the second 3, and then.
I'm off this weekend, so I'll probably do that.
That's so good, so good. And I love it. Like, oh, they gave a one-dimensional character with no fucking charisma or anything his own show. I'm like, yeah, because that's what you do. You flesh out a character. This is how you make a prequel.
But I remember people liking his character in Rogue One.
Yeah, but like a lot of critics said he was very, it does, like, this show does make, like, because he was like the strict like rebel gun in the beginning of Rogue One, and then like he makes that switch at the base before they go to Scarif with everybody else, where he's willing to sacrifice his life or whatever.
Yeah, it's a Han Solo thing.
But this gives you more context as to why, like, he would make that decision. Whereas everybody saw it before, like, oh, it's the Han Solo bit. Like, no, like, we've never gotten anything from Han Solo that says he's the guy that would make that decision. Like, it's out of place for Han to do it. Like, it's very much, after watching this series, in character for Andor to go, and the rest of the guys, because one of the guys in Rogue One with him in that that group behind him on Scarif, well, not on Scarif, when they're on Yavin, one of the rebels that's with him is in the show with him.
I would imagine Han and Chewie takes the gold or
Chewie's the one that made him turn around.
Imperial credits, and the whole time they're fucking flying off, Chewie's just nagging at him, and he's like, "That's exactly
how that. That's exactly how that. I guarantee you, if somebody wrote, that's exactly how it went. It wasn't Han that turned around and said, "I'm gonna do this." It was Chewie going,
and then he stayed because he wanted to bang the princess.
And then he ran when he had a baby with the princess.
Yes. Was there anything else?
No, I mean, not really. I just watched I've watched a couple of stand-up specials. Trevor Noah. I watched Trevor Noah's last night.
I watched a couple minutes of his because it was on for Thanksgiving. It was on the TV in the background.
He's hilarious.
Very political.
Yeah,
stand up.
Yeah, but he's hilarious. I mean, it's the Daily Show stuff.
Yeah.
Gabriel Iglesias. I think Gabriel Iglesias came out since the last time we did this, but me and Teresa saw that at the arena. We saw that whole bit, which kind of sucks when you go on the tour, you see it, and then like special comes out and it's the same fucking material. That's why we were wondering if what we saw on Trevor's, because he's going to be here in May, if it's just going to be the same routine.
If he's continuously touring,
yeah, I just want to have to go look and see.
I'm going to guess yes.
Yeah, I'm going to have to see if it's part of this tour or if it's something different.
Is there a website devoted to stand-up stand-ups on tour, like set listers with bands where you can look them
I don't know.
and see who.
I don't think so. That would be
what they're
that would be
playing.
pretty good though. Like, all right, I don't need to go to see this because I've seen it. I've heard these jokes.
Yeah, I've heard all these jokes. Because there's who was it? Some comedian. I don't know if it was Chappelle. I don't think it's Chappelle. It might be Chappelle. Like literally every night is something different, and he still kills for an hour and a half.
I mean, what's hilarious is stand-up comedy is really like the territory days of wrestling, where you take the same material because you're traveling so far apart. You can do the same material the whole fucking go around.
Yeah.
And then you have to come up with something the next go around. Yeah, who else? The holiday special. Well, we can talk about the holiday special. We both saw that. What ended? She-Hulk ended. We talked about She-Hulk last time, right? The ending?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, the only other major things that would have came out that, I mean, I didn't see because I've been, trapped in the house. Wakanda Forever. But nobody, I mean, it's only got like $600 million, 600 and some odd million worldwide, so it is not doing as well as the first one did. Yeah, that's it. I don't think I've watched really anything of importance that you wouldn't have watched. So yeah, I think that's it for me.
I've seen quite a bit since the last time because of Halloween happened. We did a little Halloween marathon of horror films. I'll start off first with Clerks 3.
I mean, I have seen Clerks 3. I bought it to watch it.
Okay, so it's really good. Like, it's so much better than 2. Because I must be in the minority because I didn't like 2 at all. Like, I didn't think 2 was that good.
I mean, it was all, like he said, it was like the first one's Dante in his 20s.
Yeah.
The second one's Dante in his like late 30s, and this is Dante in his late 40s. So, I mean, it's like Dante at different points in his life. And like literally this one was his love letter to the character that made him.
Yeah, it's more than anything, it's the movie.
Yeah, it's what it is. And Dante was the main character. Like, this is Kevin Smith's love letter to Clerks and Dante for everything that it gave him.
I think if anything, Randall is the thing that made Clerks not more than Dante.
But Dante is the main character.
Well, yeah.
Randall's like, it's Dante. Dante is the straight guy.
Yeah, straight man.
And, Randall's the comedy.
But I do say, like, I wasn't expecting the ending the way it did, which makes sense. To give closure, like, so much. This movie so much mirrors his life, basically, with his heart attack. And it was actually funny. Like, it was really good jokes. I think he's already rumored to be doing Red State 2 now, because apparently he's got to do a sequel to all of his films now.
I mean, Red State, I don't know that you needed to do a sequel. You need to do a sequel. Like, Red State's so great just because it's all about the crazy religious guy who thinks believes this thing, thinks he's hearing the fucking rapture, and it's just not happening.
Well, I think he...
Like, I don't know how you make a sequel to that.
Unfortunately, he died a couple years back.
Yeah, so, I mean, this would have to be something like...
What was his name?
Another political, like, satire altogether. Like, it wouldn't follow anything from the first one, I would assume.
I still haven't even seen, or even if it's even available, is Kilroy is here. His horror film that he made. That was supposed to be like an NFT.
I do not know.
But it's also like he was gonna make Mallrats 2. Like he literally told me face to face that he wants to do Mallrats 2, and he's gonna come back to the exact same mall that he filmed Jalen and Silent Bob Reboot, the Brody's comic shop. That's where he was gonna film it at. And then Red State 2 came supposedly, and then also he's going to turn one of his movies into a TV show at one point. He's just got a lot on his plate. But I don't think we're getting Yoga Hoses 2 or Tusk 2. We still haven't got Moose Jaws to finish off his trilogy, his Great White North trilogy. Doesn't say.
I mean, I'm assuming the people that bought the fucking things got to see it.
Yeah. And it's also the character sidekick that decides he believes in Satan now. He's a Satanist.
Wait, what?
In Clerks 3, how the
religious kids,
Yeah.
They turn into goths.
Yeah. Which is pretty funny.
There's your Red State 2. Like, just completely giving the middle finger to, like, churches and stuff.
He just reminded me of Belko. Like, he looked like Belko.
Who he did. No, his buddy.
Yeah, like the sidekick.
Yeah, the sidekick just looked like Belko.
And apparently, I think in real life, he's dating Kevin Smith's daughter.
Mm.
That's why at the end, at the funeral, he
he
kind of waves at him.
Yeah. And then she's the one in the quick stop checking the milk.
Yes.
Because I think that person's dead.
Yeah, technically he died in Clerks.
Yeah.
That's who she bangs in the freezer.
Mm-hmm.
No, in the bathroom.
Yeah.
But it's kind of funny is like when they're filming the scenes or when they go back and show the finished product, it's literally
the
original film.
Yeah. Which I think was great, which was the right choice to do. Because I think if you'd have just had them, like when Dante's looking at the movie of his life, basically, is what Randall put together.
Mm-hmm. And it's just like, God damn, they look so fucking young.
Oh, yeah. Like, they did not, like, the guy playing Dante did not age well.
God, I can't remember his name. His real name. I'll remember it later. But, and also another thing that bugged me that I could not unsee throughout the whole film, I'm guessing Jay got new teeth.
Yes, his teeth were, like, ridiculously white.
Yeah, or either he got new teeth or...
He got, like, veneers or something put on.
Super white.
Yeah, no, they were, like, perfect. Like no, they look like implants.
You remember when Roman Reigns came back up and everybody that fucking... It was exactly like that. I was like, I could not unsee it. But yeah, it's very good. Like it was a good mix of like a touching love letter to his what got him to that point, and also funny. Like it had the audition scenes was pretty good. Just a montage of just
and the cameos weren't over. Like a lot of times, the cameos feel like forced.
Yeah,
they didn't feel forced in.
I'm kind of wondering what happened to Lily Depp. Like, why is she not a part of?
I mean, she was just in.
She was in both of them.
No, she wasn't.
She was in She was in Yoga Hoses and she was in Tusk.
I know she was in
cameo
Yoga
in
Hoses.
Tusk.
She worked the same store as his daughter. But again, I thought those were supposed to take place in Canada.
Yeah, that was supposed to be the Great White Trilogy.
Yeah, so like that's why I didn't. That's the one thing I didn't like. She shows up.
No, because Jay and Silent Bob Reboot, that's Jay's daughter from Shannon Elizabeth.
Yeah, no, but it's not.
I don't think those are not connected in the View Askew universe.
She's wearing the convenience store uniform from Yoga Hosers.
But I think it's just a nod to those movies.
Oh, okay. Because I'm like, I was like,
I don't think those two movies has any connection with
the rest of it.
I've never seen Yoga Hosers, so
yeah. I just know that like she's wearing the same convenience store uniform from Yoga Hosers at the end. Or when you see it, because I think when you see it earlier in the
I think she's still wearing it in the milk, like when she's looking at the
yeah, that's what I'm saying. I know she's wearing it when she's digging through the milk. So yeah, it's just I just thought it was like is it supposed to be the same? Because I'm like I thought that character was in Canada.
It's also the fact of Dante throughout this whole movie just could not stop just thinking about his girlfriend or wife, fiance that died of Rosario Dawson's character.
No, did they get married? I think they might have gotten married.
She was pregnant.
Yeah, so they either got married or they were because they had the same like the tombstone had his last name on it.
It was literally like right after
yeah
Clerks 2 happened. She must have died.
Yeah, not like because
she was pregnant at the end of that movie.
Yeah, so they must have got like because she had the same last name.
Yeah,
so they must have got like a quickie wedding and then she dies. And then that was the one thing I was kind of like, I didn't like. Like, she literally tells him to move on.
Yeah.
And he doesn't.
Yeah. So throughout the whole movie, he's just fucking constantly like, I don't want to talk to any other girls. And he's always like depressed about it because his fiance died and his unborn child. The ex-girlfriend shows up.
Throws her a bone.
Yeah, let's bang. Like, it didn't even take much. Didn't take a much arm twisting to like.
Yeah, but I mean, he did see like her life was kind of just as shitty.
So he ruined that marriage.
Yeah.
The only thing that really pissed me off, I would love to ask Kevin this, if I ever get to meet him again. Where was Olaf?
But he doesn't show up in anything else, just the first one. Like, just give us an explanation of what happened to Olaf. Did he go back to Germany?
No, Russia.
Russia, that's right. Did he go back to Russia?
It's Jay's cousin. In canon, it's Jay's cousin that's in town or something like that. And that's like, check this motherfucker. And he sings Berserker.
Yeah.
Like, making fuck. What does that mean? Is it Olaf?
I think it was Olaf. Either way, like you just give us a throwaway.
You literally brought every single other character that's still alive in real life.
Yeah, in Clerks back.
Like you brought back the fucking two. You brought back the original gum salesman with the fucking liver. You brought him back. You brought back the couple that came in.
Well, I mean, I assume none of these people were like they were just local actors, so they probably all still live in Red Hook.
Red Banks.
Red Bank, yeah, not Red Hook, Red Bank.
That's where Taz is. But yeah, it's a very good film. Like it definitely check it out. Like he still has it in him that he can.
Oh yeah, he could still make a good funny movie.
Oh, Dogma. That was another thing he was talking about making a sequel to.
Which is the one thing I kind of agree with you. They should have gotten that cameo in at the end and had Alanis Morissette show up
Mm-hmm.
in the movie theater. And had her like throwing popcorn or something at the screen. That would have been hilarious. Although the problem with it is, like, that would have really made more sense if what's his face was still alive, though. Alan Reitman was still alive.
Oh.
Because God didn't have a voice, remember? And that's why,
Yeah. Michelangelo or Raphael? I forgot which angel was he.
Yeah, I mean, he's playing the voice of God. So, like, you kind of needed them both. You
could have had her, like you said, like, she's in the front, like, throwing popcorn towards the end, because you let him have his tender moments.
Mm-hmm. Like, as he's leaving the...
And he's like, what is this?
When he's leaving... Yeah, when he gets up and he's leaving the movie theater, like, she's just fucking throwing popcorn at the fucking screen.
Or she's throwing popcorn, and he goes up and confront... Or she gets up, like, when the movie's over, and just goes over there and, like, go on, it's time to go. Like, reaches out her hand, and he doesn't know what the fuck's going on, and that's Rosie O'Dawson's like, I think we should go with her. And then,
yeah, I mean, that could have been a place for there could have been a place for.
She could have been the usher. It's like, sir, the movie's over.
Yeah,
it's time to go. But so I seen that. Another movie I tried to avoid all spoilers for because I heard so much about it. Barbarians. It's on HBO Max. And I heard so much. It's like
the Airbnb movie?
Yep.
Okay.
Literally everybody said those trailers does this movie no justice. You watch the first 30 minutes of this movie and then it just completely takes a fucking left turn out of nowhere. And it's just a completely different film from then on out. And so I sat and watched it. It's about this girl goes to Detroit for a job interview, stays at an Airbnb, super bad storm, just raining like a hurricane. She goes to the front door, she punches in the code for the key in the lockbox outside, no key. So she can't get in touch with the person they rent it from. Knocks on the door, nothing. She goes back to the car, sees the light turn on. She goes back in. Turns out the Airbnb got double booked. So she gets to spend the weekend with a Skarsgård, Pennywise. So that whole, like they said, the first 30 minutes, you kind of think it's like, all right, something's up with this Skarsgård guy. He's almost too perfect. She made a documentary about these kids in Brooklyn, I think it was, and blah, 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 that in jazz, and nobody seen it, but he knew it. He seen it. So, and he's like, being this swap, it's like, she was going to go to a hotel. It's like, no, it's pouring rain. It's fucking pitch dark. You can just stay here. I'll sleep on the couch. And she's very reluctant about it. It's like, listen, I'll show you my driver's license. You can do whatever you want. You can take a picture, send it to whoever. And it's like being a perfect gentleman. She goes and takes a shower, comes back. He's like, I got this bottle of wine because they had the fruit basket with the wine. I don't want to open it without you being here because I don't want you to think I might have drugged this.
Being overly...
Oh, yeah. Being so fucking chivalrous
and over, like, so anti-Me Too. Like,
yes, exactly. He's the perfect guy. So they're talking, they're having a good time, they're drinking wine and stuff like that, and he helps her fucking change the bed sheets, like being a perfect gentleman. So you think something might happen, but it doesn't. He goes to lay on the couch, and he said something about like he has he kind of talks in his sleep sometimes. So she wakes up in the middle of the night, her door's slightly open. She's like, that's weird because I closed the door and locked it. So Now the warning bell. She gets up and sees Skarsgård asleep starts screaming. He wakes him up, and then from then on out, that movie definitely takes a fucking turn. I don't want to talk about it because I don't want to spoil it. It's something you have to watch. It's very Sam Raimi is the best way to describe it.
Comedic?
Kind of. Justin Long's in it. Speaking of Tusk and other View Askew movies, he's in it. And he plays the perfect fucking douchebag Hollywood writer exec type guy who's just about to make his big break in Hollywood. Like, he's a complete fucking douchebag. And you'll find out why throughout the movie. There is one problem I have with this film. Other than that, it's a great film. I highly recommend to any horror fans to go watch it if they have HBO Max. The neighborhood this Airbnb is, you could have found a better location in like Baghdad or Iran. More like,
well, I mean, Detroit.
Every house on that block is boarded up.
Well, I mean,
overgrown.
That's what Detroit looks like at this point.
All right. But this one house, perfectly well kept, grass cut, all this other stuff. Every house around it for blocks.
Trying that gentrification.
Crack houses.
Well, that's what was that stupid movie with the dude from Avatar who was blind?
Oh, Stephen Lane.
Yeah, that fucking horror movie.
Oh,
Hear No Evil.
No,
See No Evil.
It's Breathless. No, it'll come to me.
Whatever that movie, the first one, it was in Detroit, and
Yeah.
he's in this house, and the rest of the neighborhood is fucking.
No, you look at
demolished. Fucking.
You look at this house. It's like crack house, crack house, crack house, crack house, crack house, crack house. But yet, none of the streetlights work. It's like one of those things. And that was the instant warning bell.
Oh yeah,
like,
I mean
as
that's
you're driving
what it
up,
should
you're
be
like,
like.
All right, I'm not staying
here. And then
here.
this one nice house in the middle. I mean, it's they trying to gentrify the neighborhood. I mean, that's basically what it is. You can go to Detroit and buy like these massive houses that have just been abandoned.
So the next morning, when she wakes up, Skarsgård already left to go do his little interview thing. And he left a little note for her, and she's all happy. And it's like, oh my God, I'm gonna bang a Skarsgård this weekend. And so she goes out in the daylight, and she finally sees what the neighborhood looks like, and you're like, holy shit, this looks fucking awful. There's no way I'm gonna stay here. She even does an interview, and the person she's doing an interview with is like, oh, where are you staying at? Oh, this is Airbnb, and I forgot the name of the area. She's like, wait a minute, you staying there? It's like, why are you staying there? Oh, it was cheap and all this other stuff. And she's like, okay, you really shouldn't be there. Oh, it's fine. I got a Skarsgård with me. He played fucking Tarzan. I think that was the Tarzan one. Or maybe the other brother played Tarzan.
Yeah, it was the other brother. It's
the
true brother. The true blood brother played
Yeah,
Tarzan.
I'm staying with Pennywise. It's fine. And then, still, no fucking warning bells going off in the head. And then when she comes home, that's when the movie fucking makes that turn.
But speaking of that neighborhood, I saw it was online. It was a news article from a local station. Actual drive-by gun murders in the neighborhood have gone down. Do you want to know why?
Gas prices went up.
Motherfuckers are rolling on each other with paintball guns.
Oh, I've seen TikTok videos of that. Like
they don't use lethal. Like they just roll up on each other. It's like one big massive game of paintball.
So I don't have TikTok, but somebody showed me this video of there's a person who makes videos. He drives up and down airline at night, and when the prostitutes are out, he'll fucking just roll up on them and just yell something at them and fucking pull out a paintball and just.
I mean, that's being a dick. These are like people like instead of like rolling up on each other and like throwing actual lead at one another, they just roll up.
Why though?
They interviewed him and like they were tired of like the actual
killing people.
Like so they just.
It's like the Chris Rock joke. You want to stop fucking gun violence? You fucking makes bullets like $1,000 a piece.
So they were like literally they just decided one day, and they'll just roll up on anybody. It's like it's an accepted game. Like they're literally sitting outside their houses during the day with like, I mean, I used to play paintball back in the day, and like it's because they were like, you in like $1,500, and then like you want to fucking keep going. It's like $50 a day for air. Like it's an investment. So it's almost showing off as much as it is like, but they showed them like all these old empty fucking abandoned houses. They just fucking lighting the houses up for fucking shits and giggles.
Wait until they realize you can freeze those paintballs and it hurts even more.
I sort of think, I don't think it's just about literally because they fully expect retaliation. It's just a fucking big game of fucking paintball.
A better example, you go up to fucking New Orleans East right now. That's kind of what the neighborhood looked like.
I mean, yeah, there's some places in New Orleans East that still look like, run down like Katrina hit yesterday. You roll back in the back of the Ninth Ward, there's some overgrown streets that are like...
These houses... like this neighborhood in Detroit looked like... maybe a year after Katrina.
Yeah,
it's just that one motherfucker went back and rebuilt immediately.
Yeah,
and every other fucking house is boarded up.
It's one because what it was literally is Detroit when all the fucking those neighborhoods were full of people that worked at the car plants and shit.
That's basically the backstory on the house. And I'll leave it at that.
Yeah, but I mean that's why those neighborhoods look like that. They were literally neighborhoods full of people that worked at the plants.
Yeah.
And then when the plants closed, banks got stuck with all these houses they foreclosed on.
I want to say Barbarians would have been like one of my top 2 fucking movies of the year. But I still can't get over that fucking the thing of like she walks out in broad daylight and just sees this fucking neighborhood.
But I mean, you said she made a documentary about jazz and like kids in Brooklyn or whatever. Like,
yeah,
she said like sounds like a character like one of these transplants in like the Marigny and stuff, where they think living in this area and like this that makes them connected and hip with the culture and stuff.
When everybody moved to Brooklyn and made that fucking
and they gentrified Brooklyn.
So yeah. Definitely fucking go see it. Very good film. Justin Long is great.
Speaking of gentrification, I mean, it's called, I do call a lot of people, like, because I've worked with people who are just transplants. And he even referred to himself in his video as one of the filthy transplants. But it's a guy who moved from up north and he lives in New Orleans and he makes history videos. And they're so fucking entertaining. Like he makes a series called Checkmate Lincolnite, and it's literally a Union. He dresses up as a Union soldier and a Confederate, yeah. And they argue with one another. So fucking funny.
Yeah, I've seen him pop up in my recommend.
He's so funny. Like like I didn't know he was from like when I started watching it, I'm like, and then I saw a video. He did like a 30-minute documentary on the Uptown or the Upstairs Lounge, the fire.
Oh, the fire, yeah.
And I'm like, wait a minute, is he? And then I went looking through his shit, and I'm like, he fucking lives here. He did a fucking following in the footsteps of Bienville, founding New Orleans, and he literally dressed up as Bienville, got in a canoe, paddled down Bayou St. John the entire way, got up, walked through the 7th Ward in a Treme. It was so funny. Like somebody saw him literally, and he's dressed up, and he's got the big French flag, the Bienville flag, and some dude yelled out from his porch, "Oh, you finally found the 7th Ward." And he's like, "Yes," and then his camera guy goes, "And somebody else will take credit for it anyway."
I remember when we played the documentary about the upstairs fire. It was a pretty good documentary.
Mm-hmm. But I mean, I'm like, dude, like, why? Like, that's the kind of stuff I always wanted to do. And she even says, yeah, and you guys could have did it, and you didn't do it. And I'm like,
Next movie, there's a couple. Deadstream, which I told your wife to watch and she liked. Very good film. It's on Shudder exclusive right now. And it's basically this Twitch streamer / influencer. Basically, it's kind of like a Logan Paul type dude. He's got this big following and he does all these stupid stunts. And it's always like, I always have to one up myself. And it's always people, it's like, you taking it a little too far. And then he takes another 2 steps. He's a habitual line stepper. So he gets to the point where he fights a bum. The bum gets hurt and gets into the hospital, and he never knew this bum had a condition. And he gets canceled because of it. Because it made it look like he was mean and took advantage of this poor guy who's homeless and all this other stuff. So he gets canceled. So his big return is, I'm going to go spend the night, 24 hours, in this haunted house out in the middle of fucking the woods. He takes his spark plugs out of his fucking engine, throws them into the woods.
So he can't
fucking go anywhere. Locks himself in the house, and he basically live streams. He sets up cameras in all the main places, gives the backstory, and the whole movie's basically, the rest of the movie is him live streaming inside the house by himself. And the guy who plays the lead also directed, wrote, I think he did the special effects. He did everything. And he did a great job with, I guess, his character, like, playing as a fucking influencer, fucking those upper scale fucking Twitch streamers that gets like millions and millions of followers and views and shit like that. And the whole time you got a live chat on the side. So it's kind of funny sometimes to read the live chat. Mm-hmm. So as the movie goes on, he's trying to prove that the ghost is real and all this other stuff. And nothing happens, of course, throughout most of the film. And then the later part, shit goes wrong. But it's a very good film. Like, I enjoyed it a lot. It's also, like Barbarians, literally it has the biggest Evil Dead vibe. Like, he had to be inspired by, like, Evil Dead style Sam Raimi while he filmed this movie. It's funny. It's very comedic. Slapstick action in it. Very a la Three Stooges, what they did in Evil Dead with him fighting the Deadites and stuff like that in Evil Dead and Evil Dead 2 mainly. Yeah, definitely check it out. Small indie film.
Makes me think of the while sitting in this house, I thought up of a horror movie of basically my own situation and the crap we hear upstairs. Well, and just not being able to walk, hearing like crap upstairs and actually being like a person or something in the attic.
Well, you can do it 2 ways. It's one, you get cabin fever.
And you think you're hearing
you're hearing shit, but it's really not. Or 2, those stories of people live in other people's houses without even them knowing it.
Yeah. So what I'm saying, like, I didn't, I haven't written it down, but I mean, that's basically what I was coming up with ideas for that and how to do it. Because even just using, because I mean, I got the Blink cameras to watch the animals outside, but like have it set to where like I tell whoever, like, look, I'll be fine. I can take care of myself. Here's the cameras that you can.
Dude, I can hash this out right now. I don't know if you want to say it on the recording, so somebody will steal this. We mail this to ourselves.
It's right here. This is the recorded statement that this is a creation of this show.
Yeah, and then we take the podcast, put it in the mail, and mail it to ourselves, and now open it. She goes on a law conference. You're home alone for a week. You have your nurse come by every so often. But you start to notice little things throughout the house. Like you got the camera set up.
Mm-hmm.
You hear stuff from upstairs, and you keep checking the camera, but you don't see anything. And then like farther on, when it starts to get a little bit worse, you notice that camera's moved, but nobody's been up there. Stuff like that. The camera goes out, but you still hope. And the noises on the steps gets closer, like closer down the steps. And all you got is a chicken to protect you, and just throw a chicken at it. So you can do that route. You can do either route of cabin fever, it's all in your head, medication's fucking with you, or somebody's actually living in your house.
Yeah, because I was thinking like do it the security camera way. That way I can just put it at the angles and not have to actually have a camera person and just do it.
Or you can just do it first person, like live act, like I'm live streaming at my house. Kind of like what Deadstream did.
I told her, she was saying because she couldn't sleep last night. I said, you know what I've been doing lately to help myself sleep? I've been writing a book, and it's so boring that I fall asleep. And I've been writing a book in my own head, and it's so my story's so boring that I fall asleep relatively quickly. She's like, you're supposed to write books down. You know, you're supposed to write on paper. I'm like, not in your head. I'm like, it's just how it works.
My thing is I would rather take a tape recording and just say the whole thing without not having to write it down. I'll have somebody else write it down for you.
I told her because when I'm writing and stuff, it just comes to me as I would see it in a movie.
Yeah, I know scenes.
So I don't know how to translate like what I'm seeing in my head for this bit to the written word.
It's also, I have scenes that I want to do. It's just a transition from getting one scene to another scene to another scene and making it coherent and watchable. And then how do I end it?
Because she was like, they make screenwriting software. I'm like, I don't want to write a script.
I got like 3 different fucking.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't want to write a script. I want to like literally start writing.
What you can do is
not like a novelization of the movie that has been playing in my head since I was 14.
What are those cartographers? The court people.
Yeah, the court stenographer.
Stenographer, that's it. You can pay one of them to basically come there and they just fucking, you say shit and they type.
I mean, I used to have a writing partner, but he once I didn't work at the school anymore.
Yeah.
He really, I mean, literally his published book, the first chapter is a short movie that we wrote, and it literally says in the you know, dedicated to, like, you know, Wayne McCarthy, who's the first chapter, like it literally says the first chapter of this book started out as a short film.
All right, so now we get to 2 movies I watched X
And Pearl.
and then Pearl right afterwards, the prequel. X was another film that I heard a lot about that was kind of blowing up on the indies. And it was made by Ty West, so it's a very very good at horror. Basically, he can make, like, any movie he makes, he can make it perfectly, like, set that time period. Because X takes place in the 70s, and it has this 70s grindhouse type feel to it.
He can make period pieces.
Yeah. When he made Pearl takes place in the 40s or 30s. No.
It's got to be because it's old. Isn't it the old woman?
No, I take that back. It's the 20s.
Yeah, because I was saying isn't it the old woman?
Yeah, it's after World War I. This happens because she goes and watches a movie, a talkie, at the in one of the movie posters that's playing at there is Cleopatra, like from 1923 or 24 or something like that. Because I remember that poster, and I'm like, fuck, that poster's like $150,000.
So yeah, it's one of those crown jewel posters.
Yeah. So, and when that it looks so much like Pearl plays so much like a 1930s, 1940s Hollywood, bright colors, type movie, like that you see, like the romantic stuff. But yeah, it's like those two movies back to back. The only reason why Pearl got made is because they made X in New Zealand right when lockdown happened, so they couldn't leave.
So they made Pearl. Yeah, they made them both basically at the same time. Yeah.
So the lead actress that does double roles in Pearl, in X, she plays one of the porn actresses, and then she also plays Pearl, elderly Pearl. Basically convinced her to like, hey, won't you stay, help me write a prequel film because we're not going anywhere. They literally used the same house, looks 100 times different because it's all, the grass is cut.
Yeah, it's all cleaned up,
all well kept and stuff like that. It looks like he did such an amazing job. Like he's such a talented writer and director. Also, two very good films like to check out. Also on, I don't know if they're on HBO Max yet, or maybe Amazon.
I mean, basically everything's on Amazon. You just gotta pay for it.
Either pay or rent it.
Well, no, I mean, yeah, if it's on like a channel thing, you just pay for the channel through Amazon.
And then I guess
hell no. Look, at this point, if Disney keeps fucking jumping up in the price of the live TV on Hulu, I'll just do everything through Amazon.
And then we get to the movie that we're on complete opposite ends on. Oh, real quick, I watched Black Adam too. Black Adam, it fucking sucks. It's a typical DC film. Very bad writing. The Rock isn't very good in it. Literally, they made T2 because there's a young kid that's trying to teach fucking The Rock like modernism stuff. It's like, hey, when you beat up a guy, you should say a cool catchphrase tagline, or you should you can't kill anybody. Like, it's literally T2. And the kid's aggravating, and he has no purpose in this film other than to remind him of his own son.
Well, I mean, in that, it's the parallel with Shazam, because he's got his friend is the kid's sidekick.
It's also Pierce Brosnan and the guy who plays Hawkman are great, like, together. I would much rather a film about them because it's portrayed in the film that they're very close friends. They've been going on mission. They're the
Justice
League Society.
Justice Society.
Yeah, Justice Society of America. And it's implied that they've gone on all these missions together. They're super close friends. And then the movie falls apart simply because Amanda Waller is the one who sends these people out.
Yeah.
To go.
Like, why is anyone listening to Amanda Waller?
Exactly.
Especially the end.
100 times the end. Like, this movie's badly written. In The Rock,
I think at this point it was just, this movie needs to get done.
He wants to do it so badly, and then it's like, all right, we should do it with Shazam. And like, have Shazam show up. And then Shazam bombed, and he tried to distance himself from Shazam. So it's like,
I mean, it didn't bomb so much that they didn't make a sequel.
No, it's the fact of like the critics didn't like it, and also fans didn't like it that much either.
How many Rock films have been critical darlings?
No, it's not so much the critics, also the fans didn't like it.
Dude, none of these DC movies are.
They're
not, because nothing is like the comics.
It kind of looks like, and it looks like The Rock is just phoning it in.
It's because he gets to just play The Rock.
He's very mono, like, because he's a fish out of. They try to play the fish out of water, and if you got if he fucking says, I'm not a hero, or somebody calls him a hero, and then he says, I'm not a hero, he says it like a fucking 1,000 times in this movie.
It's one of those, like, DC is all over the place. None of the movies look like the comics. They don't follow the stories from the comics right.
And it's also, it doesn't make sense. Fine, Amanda Waller's fucking sending out these people. Why would you send out 4 people? Black Adam is basically equivalent to Shazam and Superman.
Yeah, I mean, it makes no... Because, again, you sent out
Dr. Fate.
The writers, which Dr. Fate should have been able to do something. Like, Dr. Fate was good, and, like, the JSA would have stood... Like, just the actual JSA would have stood no chance against Black Adam. Dr. Fate is the only one. Because there's not anybody else that's in the JSA that should have... Well... They didn't use the true Justice Society of America. They used 2 people from the Justice Society and then gave us... No, 3. Adam Smasher is a member of the Justice Society of America.
So, you send Hawkman and Dr. Fate. And then you send 2 rookies who's never been on a mission before.
Yeah.
I can't remember the lady.
Whirlwind or something like that.
I can't remember her name. And then Adam Smasher, who is the nephew of the original Adam Smasher.
Which, that's fine. That's how it usually worked with the JSA.
And to explain that, there's this very out of place fucking cameo where he's FaceTiming with his uncle, who is fucking Henry Winkler. And literally Henry Winkler's talking to him, and it looks like he's doing a fucking cameo. It's a very quick and brief scene. And basically, the guy who's playing Adam Smasher is portrayed as a meathead, not a meathead, but like doesn't know what he's doing.
Well, I mean, it is what it is. It's
and
all
not very smart.
It's all bad, simplistic writing. Oh, Adam Smasher gets really big, so he's just going to be a muscle-bound idiot.
And it's also the jokes in this movie fucking don't land.
Dude, could you imagine? Just think how many versions of this script there are. Probably, this movie's been trying to be made for like 20 years.
Since I think The Rundown.
Yeah,
I want to say.
He's been trying. Yeah, so there's so many versions of this script. Where you bring into Justice Society, you got, all right, Dr. Fate, fine. Hawkman, fine. Where's Hawkwoman? Where is the original Green Lantern?
Oh yeah. Original
Wildcat. Stargirl.
Guy Gardner is Green Lantern.
No, Guy Gardner. No, that would have been Alan Scott.
No, Guy Gardner is. Yeah, Alan Scott.
Alan Scott would have been that Green Lantern.
Flash would have been
Barry Allen.
No.
Yeah, it would have been Barry Allen on that one.
No, it's Jason. It's Jay something.
Oh no, Jay Garrick. That's right.
Jay Garrick.
Yeah, it would have been Jay Garrick.
Yeah, because Jason's named after him.
Yeah, it would have been Jay Garrick. Like there is a team in the Justice Society that could have put up a fight.
Yeah, if you got the OG ones, yeah.
Yeah.
Stargirl? No, not Stargirl. God, who's the female with the fucking stars? Patriot. Anyway. And then the big fucking... There's the evil guy. It's a twist. Oh my God, he's evil this whole time. They show the flashback of like how he got... What happened to him and his kid.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, the MacGuffin that the dude's still around and shit, yeah.
No. So the king wants to make this... All right, stop me if you heard this one. There's this rare material that's only found in this one location, and it's the most expensive, rarest fucking material in all the world. But it's only found in this one location, and it has this really stupid fucking name, like Avatar's Unobtainium, and all this other stupid shit. Vibranium.
Yeah, but at least Vibranium is better than Unobtainium.
I forgot their name, but it's a hell of a lot worse. It's not as worse as Untainium. That's fucking god awful, but it's fucking bad. And so this king wants basically enslaves the town people to mine all these fucking this mineral so he can make this crown, and supposedly he gets just unlimited power and stuff like that because he's making a deal with the 7 demons of hell, something like that, by wearing his crown. So the guy who plays the king is also playing the guy who's a part of the good group of archaeologists.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, well, obviously he's the fucking bad guy because
you see he's the same dude. Yeah.
It's the same actor. And then it turns out, the big twist, he's the fucking last descendant of the king, whatever his name was. It's like, well, didn't see that one coming.
They're badly written.
The Rock's son, the way he gets his powers is different from the comic book. His son tries to rally the people. He's the hero. We're not going to take this shit anymore. Like, some poor fucking schmuck finds a decent chunk of this material, and for some reason everybody tries to fucking gang up on him, and this kid's like, no.
I mean, you're trying to curry favor with the king because they found some.
Yeah, so everybody's trying, and this kid comes over here and just convinces all the people. It's like, no, we should be together, we should fucking unite and all this other stuff. So the people's like, all right, yeah, I'm gonna go back to digging in this fucking sand, looking in this mountain, looking for this material. So he brings the fucking guy to the head foreman of this
dig mine.
No, forced labor. And he's like, he found this material, he should get a reward. And he was like, oh, you want a reward? Here's a fucking sword to the gut. And he kills the fucking dude who found it. It's like, they're evil. You really think they're going to give him a reward?
You're trying to... It's crappy writing of trying to make the Rock's son look altruistic and good.
There's a reason why. Let me get to it. So he's like, wait a minute, you just killed the guy? You're evil? He grabs the rock from the guy, runs off, starts yelling the name of the town and unite and all this other stuff. And he gets to the top. He throws up the fucking diamond cutter. And it's supposed to symbolize something. That's his fucking symbol to unite. Literally, he was like Jay-Z at fucking a concert throwing up the diamond. So he's starting a rebellion. King wants to shut this down before it fucking starts. So he kidnaps the son. He's going to behead him in front of everybody. It's like, this is what you get for defying me. And The Rock, of course, can't do nothing about it because he's being held back. Sword comes up. The second before it hits him, disappears. His son becomes Shazam because he showed heroism and all this other stuff. So he gets the powers of Shazam. And then you find out towards the end of the film what happened to his son. They find out that Shazam is The Rock's son. So the soldiers attack his house. They kill the mom. The Rock's about to die. He shows up, saves them, kills everybody. To save The Rock, he gives him his powers of Shazam.
So here's my question.
Hold on. And then a phantom arrow comes out of nowhere through the fucking house, kills the son. And then he becomes Black Adam. And he just murders the shit out of everybody.
So here's my question. Does The Rock, are they de-aging him? Are they making him look smaller? Like
he's exactly the same because this is what happens. He becomes...
No, I'm talking about before he gets the powers. He's still ripped and...
He's a little smaller. Not much. He's a little small. He's also covered up a lot because at the beginning, before he steals The Rock, a guy comes over there and it's like with a hood on and a fucking... You don't know who it is. Quote unquote, you don't know who it is. Wink. Obviously, it's The Rock because it fucking sounds exactly like The Rock. And he tells the guards, like, oh, no. He's just... Don't worry about him. He's just making a mistake. He's my boy. Let me take care of this and blah, blah, blah. And then he tells his kid not to be a hero, keep your head down and stuff like that. And that's where the whole...
But at no point is the Rock not a brick wall of a man.
No, he's still a brick wall and fucking...
That's what I'm saying. Like, so
Pastimes.
at no point should we believe he is being overwhelmed and hurt.
So when he transforms,
Doesn't change.
Doesn't change. And also he's Black Adam. Like,
Which, I mean,
it's the
again,
black-
like Black Adam, well, technically Black Adam's lived so long,
So,
he doesn't change out of being Black Adam.
no, he just stays Black Adam forever.
Yeah.
So he goes and just murders the shit out of everybody, kills the king before he can put the crown on. He makes the crown. The second before he makes the crown put on, literally, it's like Soldier Boy from The Boys.
Mm-hmm.
He gets that fucking rage, and he just loses mental
Capacity, yeah.
capacity, and he just nuked everybody. And then the wizards were like, wait a minute, you just killed a shitload of people, even innocent people. You wiped out the reason why this town or this city disappeared was because of you. You murdered thousands and thousands of innocent people. So we're just going to lock you up in hibernation for thousands of years. And then it's one of those films you just watch and you can shit on.
Because, I mean, the whole big thing in Kingdom Come was Billy finally grew up to the point that he looked like Shazam. Because he didn't change when he was fighting Superman and he kept saying Shazam, Shazam,
Yeah.
Shazam. The thing with Black Adam is he never undoes it. He's always... He never gave the power... Like, he doesn't turn the power off. It's just... It's so... Again, I'm always at the point, like, there's people who have been writing these stories for decades.
And there's a part in the movie towards the end where Black Adam kills the bad guy before he can put the crown on his head, because they found the crown is in the same location where Black Adam was in hibernation. It's also, Black Adam doesn't know who's in the trailer where he's just murdering all those soldier people. So it's the kid's mom and her brother and the evil guy archaeologist looking for the crown. They finally find the temple. They go inside, and she recites the words to awake Black Adam. Black Adam wakes up and just, like in the trailer, murders the shit out of everybody. Then he sees a rock falling down and it's about to crush her, but he saves her. And then goes back to murdering the shit out of everybody else.
It's horrible writing.
There's scenes in the trailers that's not in the movie. It's more like one of those things, like the airplane scene.
Yeah.
Wait, that's not the jets? I mean, that's not in the movie. He does catch the rocket and gets blown up by it. But at the end, he murders the fucking bad guy. The kid gets messed up. He realizes throughout the whole movie they want to bring him in to put him in hibernation again at Waller's Black Ops site, some prison for super people. So when he messes up the kid, he's like, yeah, you're right. I need to go back to sleep. They bring it to like Antarctica, a fucking Arctic, like some frozen prison. And it's basically he gets put in a pod. They put him in gel shit and he goes to sleep.
They Demolition Man him.
Basically, yeah. I'm like, okay, that's fucking weird. There's no big epic fight scenes and on. Oh, wait, there's still 40 minutes left of this movie. What the fuck happens? To fulfill the prophecy, you got to be killed by the hero or whatever for the crown to work. So technically the guy got killed by Black Adam. Crown gets put on him. Now he's a fucking supervillain, murdering people. So Dr. Fate, as he's basically doing a suicide mission by himself. He basically blocked out so nobody else from the JSA can help him. He's going in by himself. This is it for me. I'm done. I'm going to do the suicide mission.
So not Dr. Fate.
Exactly. And so Dr. Fate, as he's fighting the main guy, who there's no chance of them winning because he's super powerful. As he's doing it, he's telepathically talking to the Rock in hibernation, telling him, listen, you're a good guy. You should fucking do the right thing. And the Rock breaks out his thing. Technically, he doesn't have his powers anymore. He de-Shazammed himself. And now he has to fight, like, prison guards and stuff like that with guns and riot batons and shit like that. And then he goes into the water. And then he gets his powers back and he fucking flies off super speed and he fights. And spoilers, Pierce Brosnan dies. Gets murdered.
So, the helmet would have not let him do that. Like, Dr. Fate and the person wearing the helmet are two separate people. That's how that works.
Yes.
The Dr. Fate would not allow the person wearing the helmet to go on a suicide mission unless he had someone else he knew was going to wear the helmet. Because without someone wearing the helmet,
Yeah. It's also Pierce Brosnan said in interviews, it's like, yeah, I wanted the money and fucking...
I don't blame him.
They're going to pay me a lot of money.
Yeah, I don't blame him.
Plus, I want to be cool in front of my kids, say I was in a superhero film.
Yeah, I don't blame him for that. It's like, but again, it's just, it's horrible writing. It's 20 years of scripts that all got thrown together. And like Kevin Smith said when he was writing Superman, like there's producers that want certain shit in movies and make a big fucking deal out of it.
I don't think they made toys out of this. I don't think there was a toy.
I think they probably learned their lesson after Green Lantern.
And then you get to the end credit scene.
The one scene in this whole movie that makes absolutely no sense.
Yes. I don't know why people went fucking nuts for it. It's awesome Henry Cavill's back as Superman.
That we know of, because according to rumors, he still hasn't signed a deal or anything like ironclad with Warner Brothers.
So apparently The Rock is the reason why he got the cameo at the end. Or he's coming back as Superman because Warner Brothers didn't want Henry Cavill back. Apparently, according to The Rock, it was him.
Well, yeah, no, because according to they wanted everything redone.
Yeah, because originally the reboot was going to be Michael B. Jordan.
Well, it was but he wasn't going to be Clark. It was going to be
it was going to be a different.
It was going to be,
but they were going to build
somebody else. Yeah,
they was probably going to try to build a universe around him.
Yeah,
as their Superman. And then Amanda Waller in a hologram drone basically tells Black Adam, fine, I can't put you in prison, then that city is your prison. The second you step foot out of that prison, out of that town, city, whatever it is.
Yeah, the minute you leave Kondak.
Yeah, that's it. Kondak. It's on. And he basically tells her, there's nobody on this planet that can touch me. And that's when Superman pops into frame. And they just have a stare off and that's it. And that's how it ends.
And again, like in context, Black Adam would be like, I don't know who the fuck that is.
Yes. One, who the fuck is Pretty Boy here?
Yeah. Black Adam would be like, would take that as a challenge and be like, all right, I just stepped out of Kondak.
And it was like, all right, bring him. Fuck it. Two, it made a whole much sense if it was Shazam.
Yeah.
Three, why the fuck is Superman taking orders from Amanda Waller?
Yeah, that's the biggest one. Why is Superman taking
It's another one of those DC films. It's like, this is not connected to any other films. I'm guessing it's not going to be, it's like Birds of Prey is not connected to Suicide Squad.
Dude, I'm telling like James Gunn better get his shit together.
The cool thing is Henry Cavill has the look. He has the fucking S curl.
Oh yeah, no. Now he they went full blown like
They told
the
Snyder.
bright blue suit.
Snyder is probably like calling him every day. He's like, "Hey man, I still got some stories about some more Man of Steel shit. Hello, is anybody there?" Because I don't know what is fucking Moon horror film.
That's not no. That's not a horror. It's his
Action?
version of Star Wars. Is what that is.
God, I'm sure it's going to be over.
Because he couldn't get a Star Wars movie, so he made his own version of Star Wars. Like, there's nothing like saying I'm deliberately ripping something off.
Yeah, let me.
This isn't an homage. This isn't Lucas homaging Kurosawa and spaghetti westerns. No, this is like, I couldn't get a Star Wars movie, so I'm gonna make my own.
Disney smart.
Rebel Moon or whatever it's called.
Disney was smart not to give me a fucking film. So I'm gonna make my own film because
Netflix is dumb enough to give me the money.
Yeah, because I made a stupid zombie film for him, and DC ain't returning my calls.
I mean, I think James Gunn could salvage at least the actors that are in DCEU.
Look what he
come up with new stories.
Look what James Gunn did. He took 5 fucking superheroes out of the Marvel universe that nobody gave a shit about and made them into one of the best fucking movies.
Oh yeah,
Marvel made.
Like nobody cared about Guardians of the Galaxy. Was not high on anybody's list.
2's a little iffy at times, but it's still good. You get Kurt Russell.
Yeah, I mean that part of it is his changing of his origin. I kind of don't like, but well, changing of Quill's origin.
It happens. It's all the Marvel films. They gotta change it, and then the comic book changes.
I mean, I like in the holiday special. Yondu gave him his guns, and he gave Yondu the little doll.
And it's funny that, and then you look at fucking Suicide Squad.
The second one was pretty good.
It was great. It's probably like one of the best DC films.
Again, it's one of those ones where it's like, why isn't Superman flying in and fighting this big ass starfish?
He actually made Starro awesome.
Yeah. And sympathetic, because it's like I was just floating through space.
Yeah, I was just floating through space, and these motherfuckers brought me to Earth.
And experimented on me.
He fucking... Now you know who fucking Peacemaker is.
Yeah.
He made John Cena fucking...
I'm telling you, John Cena was never going to be a fucking A-list star.
No, he's never going to be The Rock. Peacemaker ain't going to be that bridge.
No, but it gave him more credibility.
Yeah, and it's also every film he's done, he's always the comedic
but I mean, if
out of character.
It suits him.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't want to be... Like Vince was making him the Marine. Like, was making him this jacked up action star.
12 rounds?
12 rounds, the first Marine.
Yeah.
Like, and Cena's got better comedic skills than he does, I think, serious acting.
Yeah.
Like most comedians do make good dramatic actors, but you got to put in some work on comedy first.
It's like Helmsworth.
Yeah.
Chris Helmsworth's fucking hilarious
Yep.
in the movies he's done, minus Ghostbusters. But yeah, James Gunn, he took Polka Dot Man.
Yeah, it made him relevant and sympathetic.
Yeah, it's such a great character, a funny character. The guy who shot fucking Commissioner Gordon in Nolan Batman.
And he's, what's him in Dinky and Ant-Man?
Is he part of the crew?
Of the crew, yeah.
The Russian?
Yeah.
Baba
Yaga. That bit in the second one's hilarious. When the truth serum and Ghost just pops up and he's like, Baba Yaga.
So yeah, then we get to that. The film we disagree on.
Wholeheartedly.
We watched Terrifier 2.
The movie that it supposedly was making people vomit in the theaters and get up and leave in disgust.
Somebody took a picture of, they went with their best friend to go see the movie, and she passed out And
from what?
And there's a picture of them, like the paramedics and stuff in the lobby, like taking up blood pressure and all this stuff. And
okay,
it's because this is all right. I'm going to tell you, you didn't see the first one, so you don't know, and also you're demoralized, like desensitized to like that type of violence, because we've seen it tons of times in other horror films and in
real life,
video games, and real life. People who's not like, there's nothing to watch at the movie theater, but I'm hearing a lot about this horror film, and it's around Halloween. Let's go see a horror film. Not knowing what they're getting into.
I mean, it's just because it's not even like it's shot digitally. It's still it's too clean, so nothing looks real.
Everything, there is no computer effects in that movie.
No,
everything's
but
practical.
It's shot digitally, so everything looks too clean.
You can see it's prosthetic and rubber. And
it
stuff
looks too
that.
like they could have threw a film grain or something over it.
I think there's only one scene where they had to use digital effects. I can't remember which one. The guy,
old girl glowing,
maybe
a
that.
magic sword.
So he's the writer, the director, the practical effects guy.
I mean, I'm gonna look.
He does everything.
Again, I'm not. My issue isn't the effects, the kills. It's magical cosplay girl and the sword.
See, that's why you should watch the first one, because the first one doesn't have none of that.
I mean, I'm not. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying like Terrifier as a friend. Like, I'm just saying Terrifier 2 as a story.
Oh, it doesn't make any sense.
Doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, exactly. It doesn't need to be 2 hours and
Terrifier as a slasher, I will give you, is good. Like, Art the Clown is a great character design, a great horror like a horror monster.
See, that's why. See, this is like the 4th fucking time he's made.
Yeah, he's been in 3 other, like the first Terrifier and like 2 other shorts.
There was
2 other movies.
There was an anthology where one of the shorts is him, where he basically goes and terrorizes 2 kids and their babysitter. And then you have the short where I think it's just the diner scene of the. I think it's just the pizza scene from the first movie is the short, if I remember correctly. All Hallows Eve, I think it was. And then you have the first movie where it's just like kill, murder, gruesome deaths. Just fucking gruesome. No backstory, no nothing. It's just him terrorizing this poor girl, and unfortunately these people get murdered just because they're in the building with them.
Mm-hmm. I mean, this is very, it harkens back to like the great slash, like this is I will give Art the Clown and the style of movie, it's on the same level as the original Friday the 13th, the original Nightmare on Elm Street, Halloween. Like, art is that, to me, like, should be considered, like, you can continue this and for no reason, like, I was much more interested in like the clips the dad had in the sketchbook.
That kind of went nowhere.
I'm
guessing it's setting up for a sequel, because this movie was, at first it was put on either GoFundMe or Indiegogo to make a sequel.
Mm-hmm.
And he set the amount at, I think, $100,000 or $50,000 or something like that. It went up to like $250,000.
Yeah. So I mean, on a filmmaker level, like as somebody who's tried to make movies, like I'm all in on it. Like, this dude made a feature length movie. Nobody gave him money but the people who wanted to see it.
Yeah.
And like you said, he's the practical effect. Like he did all this on his own.
Well, here's the thing. The reason why he did that is he made Terrifier 1, became a cult classic. Everybody loves Art the Clown.
Mm-hmm.
And then a studio approached him and it's like, hey, listen, we want to give you money to make a sequel to this film. But we're gonna own
Yeah, and he
everything
doesn't,
from
he's like,
outright.
no, this is mine.
Yeah, this is mine. So he went the fucking crowdfunded route, got $250,000, made the film his way he wanted, ended up making like $10-14 million in the box office.
Yeah, when we were talking about it before, it was at like 7, which was like a few weeks after it came out.
It was number 2 in the box office at like 600 screens on like a Thursday or something like that. I think the day it premiered or the day after it premiered. It was it got to the point like over the weekend, it was number 4 on the weekend behind like big budgeted films. It actually came back to more theaters. It went from like, I think 600 to like over 1,000 at AMC. They only played it one time.
The dude who plays Arch playing the Grinch in the knockoff horror version of the Grinch.
Oh, that's cool. I watched that trailer last night.
He's in like some fan film playing the Joker too. I think I
read about that. I think it's on his IMDb. But also, yeah, Terrifier 2 does have its flaws. Backstory that goes nowhere, that I'm guessing is going to get tied up in the sequel. That girl takes a hell of a fucking beating and still lives.
That's the one kill, like one bit. I'm like, well, no, I'm sorry. There's 2.
Compared to what he did to the final, quote unquote, final girl in the first film, she got all fucking.
But what I'm saying is, like, that girl should have been dead long before her mom got home.
Yeah.
Like,
and it's also every character they introduce,
they kill off.
It's just
it's
cannon
set up
fodder
for
fucking.
It's set up for a kill. The other thing is when cosplay magical girl is in the tank, she should have been bleeding out. She should have bled out before she got out.
Also, technically, I think she almost drowned too. Like something happened. Like something got stuck.
Yeah, because I mean they had all the prosthetics on her for where the cuts were, but they weren't. She wasn't bleeding. I'm like, no, she's literally she should have bled out.
It's also the kid, the brother.
Well, he could take a beating.
Yeah, he got his ass kicked.
But what was hilarious, like Art wasn't trying to kill him. Art was trying to beat him to death.
See, that's ties into the first film, like what he did to the final girl in that film. And the only reason why she survived is because the cop showed up, and you'll see the movie.
Well, I mean, I open it, I see he's got a big ass hole in his head.
Yeah.
So clearly he died in a hail of bullet.
Well, technically, yes. And it's also the fact of it didn't need to be that long. Like, there's some stuff you could have cut. It didn't need to be 2 hours and 20 something minutes.
I mean,
It's also what type of friend.
My thing is, there's all of it's there for a reason,
but it's not paid off.
Because I'm like the bit with the brother, and we establish a lot, which is why it's there. The whole bits at the school with the possum and all that. It's going somewhere.
It's almost like a Freddy Krueger thing.
But it doesn't go anywhere.
It's like when he's at school and he thinks he sees him.
But clearly he did. Like, the whole point is he clearly did see him.
Yeah, he really is there.
He really was there. And so he saw the little girl as well. Which we don't establish, like, is it just Art? Clearly the little boy saw the girl too because he recognized her from the clip.
Because it's probably there's got to be some connection with the boy because he focused a lot on him.
Yeah, and that went nowhere.
Yeah.
And that went nowhere in choice to follow the sister. Slut cosplay. I don't know. Like,
Hey, I'm your best friend. Here, have a drink. Oh yeah, by the way,
Oh yeah,
I put
by the way,
ecstasy.
I just dosed you.
I put a chunk of ecstasy because you're a little too uptight right now.
Yeah. Or you know, her trying to explain her costume. Like, this is the character Dad made for me. Yeah, I'm pretty sure your dad didn't want you to dress with, you know, everything hanging out, going out in public either.
And then at the end, it's like, of course, Chris Jericho is in this fucking film.
That took me out. I was just like, Jesus Christ. Like, that took me out completely.
So apparently he threw up on set. According to this is his story. He had no idea what the end scene was going to be.
But he didn't, like, the only reason he would have even seen it is if he was just there the day they filmed it. Because he's not in the end. The girl goes.
Yeah, the nurse.
So the nurse goes, not him.
Well, I'm sure they probably shot that scene while he's on shooting his scene later on or earlier in the day, and he just probably was just hanging out on set saying, hey, I'm
like, bro,
La
Jericho,
Champion.
you have been on the road for how many years, and you've never seen someone sitting in a pool of their own blood, cradling a head?
And shit. In
Afterbirth.
Afterbirth.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, come on. Then you've had the easiest wrestling life ever.
And it's also Felicia Jones. It's like, of course, Felicia Jones is in this, and she gets murdered pretty well in that film, also. But I still liked it. Like, Art the Clown is still a great character.
I'm not gonna argue. Art the Clown is a great but to me, character design does not make a great movie.
If I had the time and the money, I would go to North Carolina to Mad Monster Convention because the director, writer guy is going to be there, and also the guy who played Art the Clown is going to be there, and he's going to be taking photographs
in makeup.
Yeah,
that's kind of awesome. But that's what I'm saying. Like, great character design does not mean. I don't know. Maybe I overthink movies way too much because. I just could, like, that whole daughter storyline just pulled me right out of it. I was back in once I saw the sketchbook, and I'm like, okay. And I'm like, hold on. We've established none of these people know anybody from the first one, and the dad was sketching out dead bodies, and like, all right, now I'm back in. God damn it, I don't give a damn about you and your costume. I mean, honestly, I think the best bit for me was the head as the candy bowl.
Yeah.
And like all the kids are just like cool.
Wow, it looks so lifelike.
Yeah.
Grab those Skittles. Yeah, because I think his name's Damian Lennon. Damian something is the director, writer, and stuff like that. And this is basically all he's made is like Terrifier, Art the Clown stuff. He hasn't made really anything else.
He's Kevin Smith. He's got his one thing that he does, and he's going to get famous for it.
There's a guy called... I can't think of his name. Something Seaver. He had an underground cult following. He basically wrote, directed, produced, starred in, and it was called Teen Ape. That was his character. And it's all these crazy fucking movies where Teen Ape is in. Mm-hmm. And it's like raunchy comedy, horror, different genres and stuff like that. The dude knew his fucking niche, knew his crowd, and just played to them and just kept doing the same. It was actually pretty good. Like, someone was actually funny, and he just kept developing this following. And that's pretty much what he's going to do. Eventually, you're going to have to do something else other than art to prove that you're capable.
Yeah.
You can't just ride his coattails the whole time. But I'm looking forward to see what happens with 3. No after credit twist like the first one does.
No, the twist was the fucking woman that gives birth to his head.
It makes sense if you watch the first film, which you didn't do. It's like you going into fucking like I was going to say Star Wars and never seen the first one. It's like, how does everybody fucking know what the Wookiee's saying? This giant dog.
I mean, I'll eventually watch Terrifier 1.
So you got 3 movies you got to watch. You got to watch
Terrifier,
Deadstream.
No, that was a car going by.
Oh. And Barbarians.
Yeah. I think that'll do it. We're at like 2.5 hours. And I'm getting kind of hungry.
The holiday special was so.
It was good for what it was. Like, it wasn't meant to be anything massive. It was meant to hold you over until volume 3.
It focused on 2 characters that's only funny in short bursts around the more talented
I don't know. I think
comedians.
Mantis is way funnier than Drax. Drax is... I've never found him overly funny.
Not really, no. Like, his deadpan, it works. Like I said, it works.
In bits.
Like,
I can deal with Mantis, though. Like Mantis is the more...
I'm curious...
funny one.
I'm curious to see his new film, the M. Night Shyamalan film that he's starring in.
Who? Batista?
Yep.
Is it just me or did he look fat?
Yeah.
His face just looked...
But I think he's almost done with Drax.
Oh yeah, he's not playing Drax. Gun's probably gonna kill Drax off.
But also, I think a lot of the Guardians are done after 3.
Yeah, they were only signed up for what they were. I mean, really, all you need is going forward. You need Quill, access to Quill. So Chris Pratt is still young enough to,
if he wants to do it.
Yeah, I mean, Batista's pretty old. Like he's not gonna be able. Like Chris Hemsworth said, he's never getting back into that Thor shape again. It's just not possible.
Also, he said if they make a Thor 4, if it happens, if they want him back, it has to be like a dramatic, like a drastic departure from what the...
It's going to be old man Thor. It's going to be old man Thor. It's going to be...
I take that back. Thor 5.
Yeah, it's going to be old man Thor. It's going to be Thor. It's going to be like he's...
Odin.
Yeah, he's going to be Odin. But, yeah, I think that's it. Like the holiday special was decent enough. I mean, it wasn't...
A lot of Christmas songs.
Well, I mean, it was a Christmas special.
A lot of Christmas songs. Not even good ones.
That first one was funny, though.
Yeah, that's the real band in makeup.
That was funny.
Yeah.
I mean, and again, Kevin Bacon got to play, because he has his band. He got to play his music. He got to play a Christmas song.
He didn't even do the Footloose thing. Let's dance. And then
that he could have done.
Fucking done that.
He could have done that.
And then just out of nowhere, we're gonna throw in this bit. It's like, oh yeah, by the way, I'm fucking Quill's sister.
No, I mean, I think that's the natural progression. That like,
it's supposed to.
Why did Mantis? Why was like Mantis kept around? Because they changed Mantis completely from the comics.
Well, one of the main reasons why is because he can't sleep.
Yeah, but
she was the only person that can do it.
But why did he take her to begin with?
Because he can put her to sleep.
Yeah, no. Why did he even have her? Like it. I like the whole like he was one of the kids that Yondu dropped off, and he kept her around even though he couldn't do what she needed to do with her. But
and it's also the one thing that nobody picked up on the reaction stuff or the Screen Crush or the other videos. Literally, that cartoon style is fucking heavy metal, or any of those early 70s. Early 80s.
Screen Crush
70s.
said it was the Lord of the Rings thing.
Yeah, the rotoscope Lord of the Rings, but it looked like more like heavy metal.
I mean, just
animation,
the aesthetic of it. But I mean, it's all basically the same. That was that animation style.
The John Candy short where they fucking sniffing space cocaine.
Yeah, I mean, it's the probably like a lot of people probably wouldn't know heavy metal if you said it, but a lot of people vaguely remember that Lord of the Rings. I mean, I remember watching that Lord of the Rings in school.
I think I seen it on fucking Cinemax one day. It was like, oh, cool, a cartoon. Oh, what the fuck is this shit? Like, I have no idea what's going on.
But yeah, I mean, it was a bridge. It was a bridge to Volume 3.
Oh, also, real quick, Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, still fucking hilarious. I didn't know that was a Thanksgiving film. because if you have a holiday at the family house, you have to put on some movie that relates to that holiday. Not a whole lot of Thanksgiving movies.
No, you just play that Grindhouse trailer.
Oh, Thanksgiving
over and over again.
Yeah, you can do that.
Fuck the turkey.
You can do fucking I think Full Moon. Oh, whoever does the Gingerbread Man fucking movies.
Oh yeah.
I think that's Full Moon. Or maybe Trauma did a fucking turkey that kills people movie.
Oh yeah, there is a movie about a turkey that goes around killing everybody. I can't remember what the hell it's called though. I do remember that movie though.
And they made a sequel?
Yep. I can't remember what the fuck that's called.
It's not Poltergeist, because that's about chickens. That was a Trauma film. And it's a really bad film because the turkey...
Thanksgiving. 2008. Yeah, because it's like a puppet.
Is it Full Moon or...
Independent race through Kickstarter.
Oh, okay. And then they made a sequel.
2, because there's a Thanksgiving 3.
Oh, there's a 3?
Yeah.
I know there's 2. I remember... I think I watched a video about 2.
Yeah, because, I mean, basically it's Mercy the Buzzard.
Yeah.
It's what it looks like.
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
Starring Turkey. Turkie. Oh, yeah, I guess that's it. So, same time next week, more than likely. Probably. Yeah. So, I'm Wayne, that was
Paul.
And we'll see you later.